Hello Gamers Bay, my name is Mike TheZorch. I am the moderator for the Gamers Bay community. I also contribute to the Gamers Bay channel. I do an Old Gamer Plays and an Old Gamer Plays Next. I also run the Zorch Central channel. If you are in the Gamers Bay community, you will have seen my posts for videos from the Zorch Central channel, such as Chloe and the Professor, and Random Thoughts, and the occasional video game live stream, which I will be doing more of now because our ISP is actually getting their act together finally after a while. I've been trying to live stream some stuff for the past couple of days and our connection has been complete garbage, but it's something that was outside their network. We had some work done here because we thought it might have been some things here. The pedestal outside is, from my understanding, looking pretty bad, so it's scheduled to be replaced. We had another line dropped outside to replace the one that was there, and it didn't really help much. But after running some pings for a couple of days, running my Pretty Ping script, my shell script for a couple of days, turns out it's something outside the Cable 1 network that was just completely farking up. So it seems to be clear now, so I'll be able to do some live streaming. Me and Tygra tonight will be doing a Zorch Central show tonight. First one we've done in a long time, and it's going to be a weekly show this time, and it's going to be today, Sunday, so we're going to be doing one today. Don't know if we will keep it on a Sunday. We might move it to a Friday, or we might keep it on a Sunday. Don't know, but it's going to be a weekly thing. And I've done here on this channel, I've released an Old Gamer Plays Next episode where I play Touhou Lunar Nights. That is a game in the Touhou franchise. It's an unofficial game, it's a fanfiction game, but the franchise is built in such a way that they allow people to make their own games, where the franchise is very dependent upon fan-made content. It's very dependent on it. So that's a unique franchise in that, where, whereas, other companies will send out the lawyers in droves if you make a fan fiction game based on their IP. Touhou, they're dependent on it. They encourage it. And there's fan-made anime, fan-made manga. I mean, they depend on content from fans. So another video that I will be doing, probably not before the end of the month, is another episode of an Old Gamer Plays, which is the retro series, which covers right now is covering the Atari 2600. Once I get that done, I will be working on the Commodore 64 after that. We're working on games for the Commodore 64, and I may do a few live streams for Gamers Bay, but I'll be mostly streaming from my channel over on Zorch Central. So that's what's basically going on at the moment with the channel. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Gamers Bay community. Now, Gamers Bay has been one of the not the oldest, but is one of the oldest communities on Google+. It's been around since almost the founding of Google+ itself. And the guidelines for the community are basically the gold standard. The guidelines that we have for our community are the ones that Google basically follows themselves for Gamers Bay. And so we've been around for a long time, and Daniel, who is the owner of the community, he also started the other communities, strategic social networking, coffee connoisseur, travel photography, and several others. And with Google Plus shutting down, all those years of his work are gonna just go poof. Now, I joined Gamers Bay like several years in, and I started doing videos on the Gamers Bay channel. I started doing videos on my own channel and stuff, and you know, I've been with the channel and the community only relatively recently, and we're having to basically start over now because of what's happening with Google Plus. Basically starting over. Now that doesn't mean that we're gonna be completely lost in the void. We've already established a presence on MeWe. That is a privacy focused social network where they don't sell your data. They don't sell your data over there. So we established a presence over there. We haven't gotten too many members yet because we haven't been promoting the community as much, because we're still using the community here in Google Plus. But we're going to be ramping up the promotions of it. I already put trailers in most of the videos that I make for Gamers Bay. I already put trailers for the new community in those videos. I won't be one in this video, but all videos that all other videos I'm currently doing for the channel will have that trailer in it, and it will have links in the description below to go to that community and to the new brand page, the new profile page for Gamers Bay on MeWe. So there's a profile there for, Daniel made a profile for the Gamers Bay user on there. And then there is the group called Gamers Bay, because they call them groups, not communities. They're on MeWe. And all the features and things that MeWe has are stuff that Google Plus used to have. They've got live chat in the communities. You can post images in there. They have each community has their own storage for images and different files and videos. It's a little bit like Yahoo Groups in a way, like that. And there's also they also have a voice chat, and they also have a video chat. So we haven't tried that out yet. That is something I've been looking at, wanting to try out, to test out, me and Daniel, because we communicate on Hangouts relatively recently, and we learned that Hangouts is gonna be going away eventually after 2020. Like, what the hey, Google? What the hey? And we use Hangouts a lot, and I use it for, I use Hangouts to make phone calls through with my Google Voice number. What, is that gonna go away too? So, Google's trashing a lot of work that we've done, and because of rule changes at YouTube, and I understand the reason why they did some of the rule changes, but the rule changes they did over at YouTube meant that our channels are no longer in the partner program, and it's not like we were making any money off of that anyway. We do have a Patreon, and although despite the current state of Patreon right now and all the stuff that they've gone through and the bad press that they've had, we do have a page there, and we could use some help with the channel. If you like the stuff that we do on Gamers Bay, if you like our videos, send us a couple of bucks our way to help us out, to help out the channel. And any money that you send to Patreon or Gamers Bay also goes to help Zorch Central as well, because we're partnered with the channel, and anything that helps Gamers Bay also helps my channel here, to my channel at Zorch Central, to improve things, to make things better, so that we can make better videos and build up the community, build up this whole social media empire into something bigger than what it currently is right now. So we can get those, we can get on the lists for receiving free games from publishers for review, or we can get into places like E3 and stuff like that, and be able to attend press conferences and things. That's some of the, and get sponsorships too from various companies, so we can again improve our videos and be able to do some interesting content besides just gameplay all the time. Be able to go to the conferences, be able to talk to developers, do interviews, things like that. That's what we're working up towards. And so we're, with this move from Gamers Bay to MeWe and ramping up our promotion of the new community, because the one on Google Plus is going to be going away eventually. We want to, I think, Google might be getting rid of Google Plus, but doesn't mean that it has to be the end of us. We will live on, and we can make Gamers Bay great again. So what's going to be happening soon? Well, one thing, again, Tygra and I will be doing tonight a Zorch Central show on the Zorch Central channel. Another Chloe and the Professor on my channel is coming. If I can squeeze it in, I will do an Old Gamer Plays, the next Atari 2600 game before the end of January, probably not. And then I will be rinse and repeat the episodes again. I'm doing 2 shows a month right now on Gamers Bay. I may increase that. We've done some stuff here that helps make our equipment a little better usable. The screens that we have on that machine, on the Threadripper machine, it's in the other room where the green screen stuff is, they're terrible. They're terrible to look at. They're smaller than the screens that we use here. They're 1080p. There's something about the backlight where the backlight is really harsh. But those are screens that we were using for other stuff. We were using that for some support work that we occasionally do here on users' laptops and stuff. Those were hand-me-downs from that. And so we have 2 of those there, and it's not exactly the greatest screens to look at when you're doing video editing in Adobe. So what we can do now, what we have set up now, is we're using RDP. We're using remote desktop software. We have the remote desktop server set up on Windows. It's built into Windows. The client that's built into Windows is garbage. So on the Windows side, there is mremote ng, and on the Linux side, I can use Rumina, whatever. I can connect, and it does video and sound. It does the whole desktop. It does audio, and it is, over our gigabit network, it is more than fast enough for me to be able to, transfer video files from this machine if I record anything from gameplay or whatever in here, or record gameplay on my gaming rig. I can transfer files to the drive there, then connect, edit, transfer files back, upload, all without leaving my room. And then if I need the green screen, I just go in there and set things up, and and do stuff in there, which is what I did for Random Thoughts just recently. I did a follow-up to my Star Wars Battlefront 2 video where I talked about Pandemic's Battlefront 2 from 2005 that they did for LucasArts. And I did the follow-up with the EA Battlefront 2. Now, when I did that video originally, that was during the heat of the backlash against EA and their loot boxes and their pay-to-win. Well, the loot boxes and pay-to-win are gone. So I talk about, what the state of the game is now. It's actually fun. I bought the game because I wanted to support the developers, not EA, but the guys in the trenches, the guys in the cubicles who program the game, who do the artwork and the music and everything, who work on the game type, who do the sound effects, everything, the developers. I wanted to support them because they're treated like crap. AAA studios don't treat their employees very well, especially their developers. And they're so dependent on them. But, when EA does crappy stuff, like loot boxes and pay to win and just all the overall completely crappy garbage stuff that they do, I don't blame the devs. I blame the executives and the lawyers at the company. They're the ones that do that crap, not the developers. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I blame the execs at the top who make all the decisions for all the crap that they do. That's who I blame. And that's why I bought Battlefront 2, because I'm not supporting those execs. I know the money goes to them, but I wanted to support those developers who need it, because they're treated like garbage. And they need to be treated with a little more respect than they're being treated. Because they made it with the loot boxes gone, with nose is itching today, with the loot boxes gone and with the pay to win gone and everything properly balanced, where it doesn't take forever for you to unlock characters and new weapons and stuff. It's fun. Tygra and I have been playing it. In fact, I'm thinking of doing a live stream of the game, probably Mondays. I may start doing a Battlefront Monday, possibly. As for Warframe, starting the Warframe Sundays, Warframe Wednesdays back up again. I just have to think about that because I haven't been playing it much lately. It is fun. I did like Warframe, and there's a lot of Warframe videos out there, and they are still got a lot of players. They're still one of the better games out there, free-to-play games out there. There's so many other games that they want to cover too. There was Final Fantasy 14. They just recently released Blue Mage. They've got another expansion coming. ESO has another expansion coming. And I'm just one person here that's doing a lot of this. I sometimes occasionally get some help from Tygra, but I'm just one guy here doing all these videos and live streams, and Daniel does his own, and he's just one guy that does it all from his place. So I've got a few more better equipment than he does. He doesn't have a capture card yet. He's working on that. But I have a capture card, which is on the Threadripper in there, and I've got a better personal gaming rig now. I can actually decently game capture with this thing, better than I could before. It's not the most top-end gaming rig there is, but it is definitely way better than what I had. It still boots dog slow, but once it gets booted and you get into the game, it's fast. And you know, it's doing very well for me. You know. And I tend to ramble. If you watch my vlogs on Zorch Central, you will understand that I ramble, and I ramble, and I don't stop. Oh. Let's all make Gamers Bay great again. Let us build up the community on MeWe. Let us make the channel great again. Let's get up to the subscription numbers we need to get back onto the partner program. You know, if you can help us out with some contributions to our Patreon, a link in the description below. Every bit that you send us will greatly assist us in improving this channel. Right now we don't really have any contributors, but you know, we haven't really been promoting it too much. I've been promoting it some on the videos that I do. I've been promoting the new community on MeWe in the new videos that I do. It won't happen in this video, but in all other videos that I do, it will have the new ad for the MeWe community for Gamers Bay there. So, you know Google Plus is going away. Even though it's going away, doesn't mean Gamers Bay is. And we are going to continue doing what we're doing. We're going to continue improving. I'm going to continue releasing content that you guys like. This has been my first new Zorch vlog for Gamers Bay. I've been Mike TheZorch. See you guys next time.